Hello, my wonderful Leos, and welcome back to New Hope Tarot. We're going to be doing your bonus reading for Valentine's Day on how, or if you're going to meet your soulmate this year. We're going to be using 3 tarot decks and 2 oracle decks for this particular reading. And I've already meditated upon the cards and I have shuffled, but as always, I will shuffle live. Before we get started, we're going to go ahead and pull out what your energy is and their energy. And then we're going to go and move towards the what you need to do to move towards them and what they need to do to move towards you. Hopefully we get to find out how you will meet and when you will meet in this particular reading. All right. As I mentioned, oh, there was your energy. Self-love, my dear Leos. Either you're in the energy that you are loving and accepting yourself for exactly who you are. That's actually what I'm getting here. For the majority of you, that you have gone through a huge transition in 2022, specifically the last couple of months, that have really changed your perspective on yourself. And it's given you a sense of appreciation for yourself and what you're capable of, is really what I'm getting for the majority of you. For a smaller amount, I feel like you have to work on the self-love. But for the majority of you, 2022 has shown you how really strong you are, how capable you are, without having to really exert yourself. Or if you are exerting yourself, it's like you're making it look easy almost. Like people aren't seeing the struggles that you're going through, is what I'm getting from this. I also am picking up, for some of you, you have gained a self-knowing in the past, this past year, but again, specifically in the biggest transition has been in the last several months. I'm getting anywhere between August to December has really been your biggest transitions as far as emotional and spiritual growth. I feel like for the most part, many of you already knew how strong you were, but maybe you've forgotten it and you have rediscovered that strength. I also feel like a lot of you have started taking more time for yourselves, like a lot of extra self-care, self-love, maybe putting on, nicer clothes, like just to go to the grocery store, instead of like sweatpants. I'm not saying that you're getting all gussied up, but you're putting a little bit more pride in your presence is what I'm getting. And for the person coming in, I am getting joy. May you pursue what lights you up. This person seems to be in a very similar energy as you. As a matter of fact, even the imagery is very, very similar. I feel like this person is in a peaceful joy, almost in a blissful state, is what I'm getting here. They've also recently been enlightened in some way, shape, or form. They found a sense of spirituality that they have not experienced before, is what I'm getting here with this card for them. I'm getting a lot of lightness with them. Almost as if they've already let go of the past. They've already walked up that mountain and walked their way down and have a different point of view and respect for what they have gone through. And recognize that although it might have been difficult, but it was worth the journey because of the perspective that they have gained. They have gone through a lot of transformations as well. Yeah, both of you really have a very similar energy. The very first card for you is the Hierophant. But the Hierophant came out a little bit on the sideways side. So what I'm going to do this as I'm going to read it straight up. But because it came off a little bit at an angle, I'm going to read it as such. So the Hierophant is really, they're a very spiritual person. They're very traditional. They're very knowledgeable. They can also create. It's funny because with this Hierophant, I'm getting the energy of the Magician in a way, that they are able to create. The beauty of their own spaces is really what I'm getting here with this particular Hierophant. Again, not what this means, but I mean, the traditional part, yes, but because it came off a little sideways, what I'm getting is that I don't know if some of you are in like interior design or interior decorating, and I know that's incredibly specific, but someone has to hear it because it's coming out. And this has nothing to do with the Hierophant, but that's what's coming out. And I feel like you're creating some sort of beauty around you for the rest of you, whether that is beauty in like your home or, you know, the way you dress, or you're creating something different. Then I have the King of Wands in reverse. And the King of Wands is somebody who is very smart, very quick. And because it's in reverse, I feel like although you are well-rounded, Leos, I feel like there is still more learning to do. And I feel like you're taking your sweet time to get there. I don't feel like you're at a fast pace at all in regards to love. Not to say that you don't want it in, but you're not willing to settle for just anybody, is what I'm getting. Yeah, you want somebody, you want a relationship that's balanced. You want somebody that is going to put forth as much energy in as you do. So what this is saying, the steps to take towards this person is continue your learning and your knowledge and creating your space around you. because that is what's really going to put you in the energy that you want to be in. And you're getting there at your own pace, Leos. You're just kind of doing your own thing at your pace, and you overall have accepted when the right person is going to come in, then that's when the right person comes in. Because again, you're not willing to settle, is what I'm getting here. For your person, I'm getting, the very first card that came out was the Star in reverse, which is, they have to get over their monotony, and possibly their, because I do feel, I don't feel like they're in I don't feel like they feel hopeless. I feel like they are just in a way that they are kind of set in their ways a little bit. And potentially because they've already gotten a point of view that like, oh, okay, I've already done something and I'm cool with it. And I have this really cool perspective, but they might be getting stuck in that perspective and not grow, moving forward. So maybe they're doing the same things regularly. The word that I was going to say was religiously. So maybe they are a religious person. Then we have the Four of Cups in reverse. And I feel like they need to, again, in the stagnation, the monotony, they need to, whoa, hold on. That one really jumped out just when I was about to say that they have motivation and enthusiasm to learn something, but they're still doing things monotonously. It was so funny because that was the first card. Then this card came out. The World. Once they get out of their stagnant ways of doing things, their monotony, which is what I was saying, once they get out of that and they start gaining that motivation and that enthusiasm, that's when things starts moving for them. Because we have this World card, and that's beautiful. Let me get the other deck for clarity. You might actually meet this person. They might go travel, like go on a vacation and travel. And it might be a spur of the moment kind of a thing. They might be motivated to go do something. And that might be when you meet them, or you might meet them like just when they return. 10 of Pentacles. Absolutely. Absolutely. This is going to be a very successful relationship. Very, very financially steady. Sorry, that's way too many cards. So let's put that down. No, okay, sorry. So they said take it. Okay. Oh my gosh. Okay. Now I understand why they said take it. All I saw was the top card, which was the Magician in reverse. But everything else afterwards I didn't see. But they said, no, take it. And I was like, okay, I'll take it. So the Magician in reverse is that you're taking things into your own hands. You're not just creating it mentally. I feel like you both of you are physically doing things to make this happen. But just beware of delusions and people that say they are who they are when they really are not. Or situations that might look like an opportunity but really is not. So really pay attention to everything that's going on before focusing on one thing. In general, and be careful of juggling too many things also. The Queen of Wands and the Emperor both came out. So the Queen of Wands is I feel like this is your energy. Compassionate, loving, trustworthy, sweet, creative. But also very, very smart. Very, very smart. And I really do feel like this is very much in your energy. The Emperor is the other person's energy, and this person is able, they have a very, very interesting perspective because they see how things were and how things can be, and they have a very, very, once they get, now anyways, I don't know about before, but now after they've gone through everything, they have a certain way of viewing things where they're able to bridge the two ideas together and merge them for an overall happy outcome. And I feel like this person, you might meet them at work, or like in a work environment. They might be a client, they might be someone that works in the building, they might be someone who is drinking coffee at a coffee house while you're having a meeting with a client, and they might overhear. And this is specific, but it's coming up, so I have to say it. You might strike up a conversation in that manner. Both of you are very similar in a lot of different ways, but where you have the ideas, this person has the way of making it happen. And I feel like this could be a relationship that turns into or a business relationship that turns into more. And I feel like a lot of you, because the Seven of Cups came afterwards, I feel like both of you are attracted to one another, but you don't say anything, either one of you. Because with the Seven of Cups, I feel like both of you can recognize all the really good things that could happen because of a budding relationship between the two of you, but you can also see all the negatives that could happen with this budding relationship. And I feel like you sit on this for a while, on whether you should say something or not. And what's going to happen is that something is going to happen, because the Chariot came up, and something's going to happen, and like it's going to happen for you. And I don't feel like either one of you are going to be surprised, but yet at the same time, I feel like both of you are going to be surprised. I don't know if that makes a lot of sense, but that's what I'm getting here. Like something just happens, and then all of then like both of you are suddenly aware, even though you were aware. But it was like, I don't know. I can't really express this feeling, but it's really pretty. It's really pretty. Almost kind of like a movie, like, you know, those really cheesy, like movies that you're watching and everybody knows that the people are going to get together except for them too. I feel like that's what happens until it happens. And then you're like, oh my gosh, I knew it, but I didn't want to say anything and blah, 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 all this nonsense. And it's just so cute. Like, I really just feel like it's so cute. Let's see if, like, honestly right now, that's how I already feel like we've gone over how you will meet. But I feel like that was very specific. So I'm going to see, because I don't feel like that's for everybody. I'm going to see if I can get more cards on how you will meet and when. Right now, oh, okay. Right now, I'm getting anywhere between April and July. But I'm also getting between January and July. And I could be getting January because I'm doing the reading in January. But I feel like that's a very minor amount, or unless this is the 17th of either April or July here. I have the 10 of Wands. It's in reverse, so what I'm getting is, because this has to do with how you will meet, and really what I'm getting is that resign this to fate. So just allow fate to handle this. And I feel like you've already have conformed with that, my dear Leos, because I was about to call you Gemini. I don't know why I was going to call you Gemini, but I was. So unless you have Gemini in your chart somewhere, or the person that you're going to be dealing with is a Gemini, I feel like you've already conceded that this is going to be fated and you're not going to stress out about it. Yeah. When will you meet? I get the Lovers. So for sure you're going to meet this year. I have nothing. I can't tell you exactly when. But the Lovers is the number 6 in the tarot deck. So, or in the major arcanas, I should say. So I got April, June, and yeah, I got April, June, and July. So you might as well throw May in there. But honestly, maybe this person's taking the trip in May. I'm also getting anywhere between the 17th and the 21st. Okay, thank you, Spirits. Spirits is telling me to stop. This is just going to be, I don't know why I'm still shuffling. It eases me shuffling. I feel like this is going to be an absolute beautiful union. You're going to have it all. This relationship is going to have it all. It's going to have a business partnership. It's going to have like the sexual tension between the two of you, and I'm really loving this, and not like a bad sexual tension, like that good, that build up, that when you finally are together, it's just like you just really lean into each other, and it's just like a moment, right? And that's what I'm seeing here for you, my dear Leos. I love this reading for you. I can't wait for you to have this, because this is so exciting, and I feel happy for you. So I wish I were a Leo at this point. So this was your bonus reading. I hope you did enjoy it. And if it resonated, you know what to do. I will talk to you soon. Bye.